Shoes or shoes? Chip or ship? Chop or shop? Pronouncing these words correctly will not only avoid confusion while you're speaking, but also make you sound more natural and more like a native speaker. Stay tuned as I make ch and sh easy. Hi everyone, how are you? I'm Edward from English Made Easy, and today we're going to look into why pronouncing words correctly can be so important. Many students care so much about learning correct pronunciation, and while it definitely is important, I don't think it is the most important aspect of learning a new language. Pronouncing words like a native speaker may sound nice to your ear, but it is not going to make you speak more grammatically accurately. So, when should you care about pronunciation? In my opinion, you should care about pronunciation when incorrect pronunciation makes your English less accurate because people are misunderstanding the words you're trying to say. Today's topic is a perfect example of when pronunciation is not just a bonus, but is essential to making you well understood. The difference between ch and sha is very difficult for many non-native speakers to hear, but it's definitely important. Why? Because there are so many words which have the exact same sound, but the only difference is whether or not they have a ch or a sha. Choose and shoes, wash and watch, chin and shin. When saying these words, you want to be 100% sure you're doing the correct pronunciation so the listener doesn't misunderstand what you're saying or think you're trying to say a different word than you actually are. So how do ch and sha differ in pronunciation? The most important difference is the length of time you spend making the sound. The sh sound is usually much easier for non-native speakers to make, and it is also a longer sound. You put your lips close together, your teeth close together at the back of your mouth, and push air through. Sh, sh, sh. The ch sound is a much shorter and harder sound. Start by making the same shape with your mouth as you did for sh. Teeth at the back, close together, and lips almost closed. But instead of having a steady flow of air coming through our mouth, instead we are going to do one strong puff of air and also open our mouth a little bit at the end. Cha, cha, cha. I like to visualize the sounds with some clear, simple images which might make things a little bit easier for you. For sh, I like to think of an angry librarian telling the children who are being loud to be quiet in the library. Shh. For ch, I like to think of a chef in the kitchen chopping up vegetables really quickly. Chop, chop, chop. This is one of the biggest differences between ch and sha. The sh sound can go on for a long time, where the ch sound is short and can be done rapidly. Cha, cha, cha. Let's take a look at words with a sh sound, words with a ch sound, and also words which have exactly the same sounds except for the ch and sh, so we can make a direct comparison. Starting with sh sounds. Shark, sheep, shout, shelf, sunshine, brush, English, splash. Now, let's listen to some words with ch sounds. Cheese, chicken, children, chat, church, bench, lunch, march. How about words which have the same sounds apart from ch or sh? Chop, shop, choose, shoes, chip, ship, cheese, she's, chore, shore, match, mash, watch, wash, ditch, dish. Hopefully after watching this video you have a better idea of the difference between cha and sha and why it's important to say them correctly. If you like to practice this further, I've got a fun game you can play with a friend. First, get a piece of paper or a whiteboard, divide it in half and put ch on one side and sh on the other side. One person will say a word which has either a ch or sh sound in it. The other person will listen and hit the side of the board or the side of the paper which matches the sound they hear. The rule is you must hit the side with the sound you hear, even if you know the word is spelt differently. After a few words, swap positions so both people have a go at saying the words and listening for the words. This game will really encourage the person who has to say the sounds to focus on saying it correctly and not just be satisfied by knowing how to spell the word. Have fun! Thanks for watching this lesson of English Made Easy. If you feel like this video helped you, please give it a like, share it with your friends, or even consider subscribing to see more of our videos. If you have a question that you want answered, please post it in the comments section below. Or if you'd like to join our community, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even support us on Patreon. You can find the links to all of these below. Thanks for watching and keep learning.